Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to do a coolant service on this Opel Corsa C from 2003. So I'm going to replace the thermostat, the coolant, and I'm going to show you how to clean this coolant reservoir and inspect the coolant quality in order to see what's the state of the engine. So the first step is to drain out all the coolant from the system. For that you can use a couple of methods. The easiest one, if you go on the passenger side, you're gonna find a little plug down there. You can twist it and the coolant will pour down. Or you can disconnect the lower hose of the radiator and that will also allow the coolant to pour down. So if you look from this side, you're gonna see it down there. So just go ahead and place a recipient right under the nozzle. It's a good idea to place it as close as possible to the point where the coolant comes. So when the coolant will land on this, will not splash around with coolant. And now I'm gonna stick my hand through and open this cap. You can see it better from this side. Just slowly open it like that. When you change the coolant, that's also a good way to test if the cooling system is sealed, because it should be sealed. So for that, just go ahead and open this nozzle a lot and you can see the coolant is not draining. Now once I open this coolant cap, the coolant comes out very fast like that. So that's also a good, very good sign. It means the cooling system is sealed. While the coolant is draining, you can go ahead and replace the thermostat. To do that, release this hose clamp. I'm gonna use some lockable pliers. If the hose is stuck on the thermostat, use a flathead screwdriver and place it in between the hose and the thermostat, something like that. And with some lubricant, I'm gonna use silicone spray, that's the best. It will protect the rubber in long run. You can just lubricate that point. Try to wiggle a little bit the screwdriver in there and allow that lubricant to go inside and make it easier for you to remove the hose. Now you're gonna find 3 bolts, and with the E10 socket and a small extension you can remove those. Down there you can take a paper towel. You can inspect the quality of the old coolant, which is not that great. You can see, clean very well the contact point where the new thermostat will sit. Once everything is nice and clean, place the new thermostat back. Make sure that the thermostat has the gasket around it so the coolant will not leak. Now all the coolant is out, so I'm gonna tighten back this nozzle. Now let's focus on this coolant reservoir, which, if you have a look inside, is not that clean. There are a lot of particles in there and a lot of debris. If you care a lot about your car, you can add some distilled water, run it for a while, and then you can drain out that distilled water and repeat the process until you get clean water out of your engine. That will take more time and a little bit more cost. So what you can do, cheap and easy, is to remove the coolant reservoir, because that's the point where a lot of dirt it is. So I'm going to remove these little hose clamps. Down here, the main one. The hoses are removed. Now with a flathead screwdriver, remove this clip. There is a metal clip in here. Just pry it out like that. And the reservoir should come out. Now the reservoir is much cleaner on the interior. I don't care about the exterior. So I'm going to install it back. You'll basically find 2 tabs, which goes like that. Then secure it with this clip on the side, like that. And reconnect the hoses. Alright, everything is in position. The last thing left to do is to add the coolant. Now for the coolant, again, you've got some options. You can go with 50-50 mixed already, or you can buy the concentrate and then add the distilled water. Now the color of it, in my situation, is green, so I'm gonna go with green again. If the coolant you removed is very dirty and you cannot distinguish the color, you can basically go with any color as long as it is without mineral water, and it's mixed correctly and it will resist during the winter. The total capacity of this cooling system is around 4.4 liters, but it's better to have 5 or 6 liters in order to keep it for later in case your car is burning coolant or something like that. Alright, now I added around 3.5 liters of coolant. Go ahead, start the car, and that will also run the coolant around the system and it will fill any air gap. Have a look on the level. The level should be a little bit above this line. And that's pretty much it, guys. So yes, guys, that was pretty much it. If you find this video useful, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you have this Opel Corsa, there is going to be a link in the description below with all the videos I made about this car. And until next time, drive safe so I can see you soon.